Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, but it is good morning here as we are set to watch USA versus Bosnia and Herzegovina in the round of 32 at this World Cup. Co-hosts USA. Overall, had a pretty good group stage. They did have that loss at the end to Turkey, but in their games against Australia and especially against Paraguay, they really impressed USA. They certainly deserve to be at this stage, but the hopes here for USA are to really have a strong run at this tournament. But they have an interesting test here coming up against Bosnia and Herzegovina, a nation from Europe who progressed from Group B in third place behind Switzerland, behind Canada. But Bosnia and Herzegovina do have some top players in their team, and I think are capable of causing some headaches for USA today. But I think with the home crowd advantage, USA will be favourites in this game. We'd love to hear from you guys. Jump in the live chat. How are you feeling about this one? What are your score predictions as the game is set to kick off in about 10-15 minutes or so? Very much looking forward to this one. We were live this time yesterday to watch Mexico, another one of the co-hosts, play Ecuador, Mexico. They are through. Canada, the other co-host, they are through as well. So 2 out of 3 through. Will we get 3 co-hosts through to the round of 16 today? We are about to find out, folks. Alrighty, good to see Michael here. Vedant as well joining us. And yeah, dude, it was a big controversial moment. Vedant's asking the question, was the penalty that deserved for Belgium at the 120th minute? What do you think? So, it was obviously a big moment of controversy. I'm sure you guys saw that. That was about an hour or so ago now, was that, or less than that, was that dramatic moment in that game between Belgium and Senegal. A 3-2 win in the end for Belgium. Was the penalty deserved for Belgium at the 120th minute? Was it the correct call? I personally didn't agree with the decision. I didn't think it was a penalty. I think the VAR, obviously the referee didn't call anything on the field. The VAR got the referee to come over and take another look to reassess that decision. And he was at the VAR screen for a long time, the referee there. And they were just doing so much forensic work just to try and find the slightest glimpse of a penalty. Look, there probably was a little bit of contact, but I think 2 players going fairly in for the ball, I think it was extremely harsh, extremely harsh. I don't think it was a penalty in the end. I think it was fair contact. I don't agree with the penalty decision, and it was obviously a huge call right at the end of extra time there. And Belgium going on to win the game. It was an incredible game overall. I mean, Senegal, I missed like the first half of the game because I was asleep. It was early this morning. But waking up to Senegal with that 2-goal lead, and then late on there, Belgium in regular time grabbing those 2 goals to turn it around. But yeah, man, I don't agree with the penalty call personally. I mean, I'd love to hear from you guys as well. Valhoon's joining us here. Star reads and writes. Welcome once again. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining us as well yesterday, Star. Appreciate that. This game is going to get underway in about 10 minutes or so. Here we are live, folks. Thanks for joining us. We've been doing a bunch of live streams throughout this tournament, throughout the group stage, and this is our second live watch along of the round of 32, and we will be doing a live stream for Australia-Egypt. The countdown is on. It is just less than 2 days now until Australia versus Egypt. That game being played in Dallas, Texas, and kickoff for that one. Well, it's Friday. It'll be Friday local time, but in Australia it'll be early morning for that one as well. Hey. But Anne asks, what's your prediction? My prediction is that USA win this game. I did put out my full round of 32 predictions video on the channel if you guys want to check it out. But I reckon USA do go through here today. I think they'll have enough in the end to get through. I think overall, you look at their side, they've gone for another really strong starting 11 here. So we saw in that game against Turkey that 3-2 loss, which maybe a slight concern for USA. I mean, they were already through to the knockout stage at that point, heading into that game, but they did they really rotated things around, which I think is sometimes a risk, because it's like yeah, it is good to sort of give other players some minutes and make sure everyone's fresh heading into the knockout stage, but at the same time, do you lose a little bit of that momentum and that rhythm heading into the knockout stage? A lot of these guys in the starting 11, the last game they started was against Australia, which was almost 2 weeks ago. There's a lot of debate in regards to what you do there. I mean, love to hear from you guys. Would you can keep that consistent lineup Are you a fan of resting players sort of at the end of your group stage there? But yeah, you look at the team. We'll talk about the team in just a moment. But you look at the team that USA have named here, and it's a very, very strong one. They've sort of reverted back to that strongest starting 11 as well. Only Edits is in here as well. I love that Only Edits. I love that you always refer to me as Coast. Some newer viewers may not understand that, but this channel, like it was like 2 names ago, probably would have been a few years ago now, was formerly Coast Watch Football. It is now Lockie Talks Football, but I appreciate that, Edits. You've been here, you've been a long time viewer of the channel, so. There is technically still a Coast Watch Football YouTube channel. It's now a separate channel where I talk about the Mariners, my mighty Central Coast Mariners. I'm wearing my Mariners hat. What year is this? This is a members hat from 2021-22. I don't have all the members hats still with me, but I've got a few. I do like this one, the all yellow. So this is a members hat from a few years back that we are rocking today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It is a very comfortable time here. It's the kickoff time is going to be 10 o'clock in the morning here on the east coast of Australia. And it looks like a very warm, sunny day over on the west coast of USA. San Francisco Bay Area Stadium, where this game is being played, as both teams are walking out to the pitch as we speak. So let's talk about some of that team news, shall we? Some players to keep an eye on. We'd love to hear from you guys. Which players you reckon will show up and perform today? Who do we have to be keeping an eye on? Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys joining us for this round of 32 contest. So for USA, Freeze in goals, the back four, so Freeman, Richards, Ream and Robinson. Very strong back four there as well. You got some great experienced players in there. Adams and Tillman in midfield, Weston McKennie. McKennie's been very good. He's really impressed me in this World Cup so far. Sort of playing that number 10 role, but you see McKennie floating around the pitch quite a lot. He'll show up in those wide areas as well. Dest and Pulisic in the wide position. So Christian Pulisic, he's back in that starting 11. We know that there was a bit of an injury concern surrounding Pulisic. He didn't start against Australia, but he is in from the start here. And Balogun, he's been good this tournament. He is starting as well. Steve says, what a day of football. Good day to you, Steve. And Elijah's joining us here. I'm doing well, Elijah. Thanks for asking, man. Hope you're doing well also. Star reads and writes. I was showing my Mariners hat before. Star in the live chat says, I still remember when Melbourne City, my team, got thrashed by the Mariners in 2023. It's a day that is fondly remembered by all Mariners fans. A 6-1 win in the grand final. But that's right, Ed and Dzeko. We will talk about Bosnia and Herzegovina's lineup in just a moment. Steve says England got saved by Prince Harry. Yeah, man, I mean, dramatic scenes in that England-Congo game. England go through, Harry Kane with a double. And World Cup X, welcome to you, says, hey, Lockie, crazy game with Belgium versus Senegal. Hoping Bosnia can upset the USA here. Why not? Dude, that Belgium-Senegal game was crazy. Yeah, I was watching it before going live here, and dramatic scenes. I mean, Senegal's so close to going through in regular time. 2-goal lead. And then turned around by Belgium. And then that dramatic penalty at the end, which was a controversial decision. So, Bosnia-Herzegovina, they do have some good players in their lineup. Vasily in goals plays his club football with St. Pauli. Katic, Radelic, and Muharremovic in that back three. Expected to play that back three, but they could really look like a back five for a lot of this game. Dedic is over on the right. Kolodanic is over on the left. Sunic and Gigovic in the middle positions for Bosnia-Herzegovina in midfield. But Edin Dzeko leading the line. He's wearing the captain's armband today, 40 years of age, so much experience, so much quality. Demirovic in there as well. Ale Begovic as well, the 18-year-old attacking midfielder starting in this game. So it is a bit of a mix of youth and experience. How about that? You've got an 18-year-old in Ale Begovic. Karim Ale Begovic plays his club football with Salzburg, RB Salzburg. 18 years of age, and he's alongside Edin Dzeko, who is that incredible? He's what, 22 years older. 22 years gap between the two attacking players there for Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, wow, dude. So I do think Bosnia and Herzegovina this will not be an easy game for USA. I mean, it never is in a group stage. We've already seen in this knockout stage that all the games have been tightly contested. No one's getting an easy run. Earlier today, I think England were favourites heading into their match today against DR Congo, but DR Congo had that 1-goal lead and well into the second half had that lead. England with that late comeback. So it's not going to be an easy game for anyone when it comes to the knockout stage game. So I don't think that this will be an easy game for the USA. They are going to need to put in one of their top performances to win this contest. They are certainly capable. And my prediction is that USA do go through in the end. We'd love to hear from you guys. What's your score prediction as this game is about to get underway? Yes, Elijah, we will be doing a live watch along for Australia-Egypt. Adstar, good day to you. Adstar says Bosnia is capable of upsetting USA. Will they? We shall find out. I think Senegal was cheated, says Adstar. It certainly was dramatic scenes at the end of that game, that penalty call. A lot of controversy at the end of that game. Star says if Bosnia can break their defence and get an early lead, they could pull off the upset. I mean, yeah, the early stages of this game are going to be interesting. I hope you guys are doing well. This is part of my breakfast this morning, brunch, I guess, if you like. Got a smoothie. Hope you guys are doing well. Let us know where you're tuning in from across the globe. It's always great, these live streams, seeing viewers from all across the world joining us. The head referee, the main referee from Brazil for this game. So, really looking forward to this one. I mean, USA, I enjoyed, from a neutral point of view, I did enjoy watching them against Paraguay. They were playing some beautiful football in that game, man. And if they're switched on today early, if they really dominate early, they could get away with a big win here. But again, I don't think it'll be easy. I don't think it will be easy for them. Thanks for joining us here today, everyone. This game's about to get underway. Both teams ready to go. We are here for the full game. And we'll be live afterwards as well if you want to jump back in. If you're heading out, join the conversation post-game as well. We'll still be live here. So again, I mean, it will be curious to see how both teams exactly line up formation-wise. USA are pretty fluid in regards to the shape they play. Bosnia and Herzegovina could well be playing this 5-3-2 formation. Could look more like a 5-4-1. We'll see how exactly they shape up. But Edin Dzeko, he is starting today, the captain. Keep an eye on him leading the line for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Love it. Adstar joining us from Maitland, New South Wales. Star is down in Melbourne. World Cup X says Bosnia have a decent squad, to be fair. They do. There is great experience. There's great quality in that squad. They've got some players playing at a really good level in Europe, man. Yeah. Adstar with a big question, a big Socceroos related question. Of course, we are looking forward to Australia versus Egypt in a couple of days' time. We will be live for that game. Why is Nestori limited in the game time he can play? Is he injured? Why can't he play a full game? Asks Adstar. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any injury concern, I don't think, for Nestori. I think in the end it's just maybe a selection situation. Tony Popovic, perhaps not feeling like maybe Nestori can play the full 90. I don't know. We don't know. I mean, because you are right. We don't often see Nestori play a full game. We are finally underway, though, in this one. USA, Bosnia-Herzegovina, kicking off. But yeah, man, we'd love to see Nestori be on the park for as long as possible for Australia. And hopefully we see him really heavily involved in the match against Egypt. My preview video for the Australia-Egypt game is out on the channel right now. I put out a video yesterday. And at the end of that video, I went through my predicted 11, which always tossing and turning on sort of what that starting 11 could look like. It's always so hard to predict. Tony Popovic is always throwing in some surprises into the starting 11. He is very young star, that is true. He's still just 20 years of age here in Kunda. It is funny, it feels like he's been around for a while. Like he was, 17 when he came through at Adelaide United in the A-League. So he's been playing for a number of years now. But still just 20. He's still got a huge career ahead of him and still has a lot of development to go. So that's the exciting thing is Bosnia and Herzegovina with an early corner that's cleared away. But yeah, Nestori, he's just going to get better and better. That's the exciting thing, not just with Nestor, but so many of these Aussie players. Australia have a very young squad, and all of them are just going to keep improving. Talking about the likes of Cecatti, of Volpato, Toure, Boss, so many of these players. Still O'Connor Exler, so young. They're all so young and got so much development still to go. So that's exciting. Very, very exciting, I think, if you're an Australian fan. So, USA really dominated that game against Paraguay, the first game of the group stage for them. And that 4-1 win. They dominated especially that first half against Australia. Ended up with a 2-0 win there. And then, of course, a bit more of a chaotic game against Turkey. A 3-2 defeat there for USA. But they have returned here with a strong 11. Here's Dest with a nice little run into the box. Bosnia and Herzegovina being forced back there. So USA with a throw-in in a good position a couple minutes in. Yeah, that's right. Star says, disappointing that Italiano was ruled out early, out with injury. Both Italiano and Leckie out for the rest of this tournament for Australia, which is a blow. It is a blow. I mean, especially Italiano, who was sort of the regular at right wing back. And he was very solid in the first couple games, man. Very, very solid. Adstar, appreciate that. Says, like the video, guys. Appreciate that, Adstar. Thanks for hanging out with us today, everyone. It's a beautiful morning where I am. The east coast of Australia here, New South Wales. It is a sunny day, and it looks like a beautiful sunny afternoon over in California, where this game is being played. The Bay Area there in California. 3 minutes in, and USA, after that early corner for Bosnia and Herzegovina, USA looking to get into their groove here, looking to control things as they did for much of the group stage. They do have so many quality players. I mean, Pulisic on that left, absolute star of this USA team. Here comes Pulisic. Oh, it's a good run. Will he shoot? Will he pass? He's going to shoot. It's blocked. And it's out for a corner. First corner of the game for USA. But there we go. We literally just mentioned Pulisic, and he got on the ball. He was creating things, and he's earned his side a corner. Steve says Paraguay made a great comeback after that horrible start against USA. Well, they did well they got on the score sheet. They'll be very disappointed, though, with that first half. Paraguay were just not able to match USA early in that contest. Bosnia playing very defensive, says Star. Yeah, which, I mean, we're probably expecting a lot of the game to look like this, where Bosnia are going to be doing a lot of defending. So USA, I'm sure they're going to be bossing a lot of possession. Pulisic, McKennie. But there's back five, so it does appear to be a 5-3-2 formation indeed for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Dzeko and Demirovic, I think it is, that front two. Good ball over the top. McKennie in the box, trying to get a cross in. It's another corner. It's another corner for USA, as they are starting to look quite threatening in these early minutes. I didn't get around to checking that edits. Thanks for reminding me. I'll have to take a look. Thanks for reminding me, though. Okay, set piece opportunity once more. USA 5 minutes in, 0-0. Will we get an early goal here? Knockout football. Anything can happen. In swinging, delivery on the way. 5 players in the box for USA. It's headed away, though. Good defending. As there's a player that stayed down in the box there for Bosnia and Herzegovina, and play, in fact, will be stopped to check the welfare of the player. We were live yesterday as well. A lot of you guys, good to see you back in the chat, were joining us yesterday for the Mexico-Ecuador live watch-along. That was a tense game. Mexico pulling through with a 2-0 victory. They were good, Mexico, weren't they? And defensively, just incredible yesterday. Limiting Ecuador to just one effort on target. And we will be live for Australia versus Egypt as well in a couple days' time, so make sure to join us for that one. It'll be a little bit earlier. Ooh, good question. Welcomex asks, who is your favourite Socceroos player? Geordie Boss. I think he's Australia's best player, and he's my favourite. I just love watching him play. He's a brilliant footballer. He loves taking players on. He's an adventurous player, so it probably is Geordie Boss. Is my favourite Socceroos player. But yeah, there's a lot to pick from, man. This is a very I was going to say a likable squad. That's a weird way to put it, though. Like, there's lots of fan favourites, I think, in this Australian squad. Like, obviously, Nkunda has so many fans. Toure has so many fans. I'm a big fan of Chikati and Suta. I think they're fantastic at the back. Love seeing those guys, putting in those tackles and staying strong at the back. But of course, I'm wearing my Central Coast Mariners cap today. Always a big fan of Matty Ryan, who really made a breakthrough in the A-League over a decade ago with the Central Coast Mariners. So, it's been cool as a Mariners fan. There has been a lot of Mariners players who have featured at the World Cup. Mariners even had a few active players who were playing at the Central Coast Mariners in the last World Cup, of course. Jason Cummings, Garen Kowal were at the last World Cup for Australia, and they were playing their club football at Central Coast Mariners. So Mariners are a very, very proud club, and we're very proud to have players who have played in the World Cup for Australia, who have previously played for the Mariners, the Central Coast Mariners. USA certainly in control of this match now. Bosnia and Herzegovina set up in this defensive 5-3-2 shape and getting lots of numbers behind the ball. So it's a matter of how the USA break down this well-organised defence. Their shape, Bosnia and Herzegovina's shape has looked pretty good so far. Looking to close USA down in those wide positions as well. Well, Quebec says Central Coast Mariners and Adelaide have very solid academies. Bummer about Kual, thinking about him. If he moves to the championship, he can get his career back on track and make the Asian Cup. Yeah, look, Kual's had a fascinating career. Obviously made that move to Newcastle United a few years back. Never really sort of broke into the first team there. He's had some loan spells away. He was at, where was he, Sparta Prague for the past season. So yeah, for Garen Kowal, he's a player with immense talent, immense ability. And yeah, it would be great to see him have a good domestic, club season coming up, Garen. Because yeah, if he can find some form, he'll certainly get back into the Socceroos conversation. As a Mariners fan, I mean, I can only dream, but I'd love to even see Garen move back to the Mariners on loan. I don't know if that's realistic at all, but that'd be fun. Here come the USA moving forward. That's nice play. Tillman, the give and go, just unable to keep it in play. Sorry, I missed that question before. Thanks for World Cup X for responding for me. I am a Tottenham Hotspur fan. Yeah, that is my Premier League team. Been following them since I was a kid. Spurs, so yeah. Steve says, when I think about Australia, Tim Cahill... Oh, here's a chance. We'll come back to that because Bosnia and Herzegovina, that's a good save by Freeze. Bosnia and Herzegovina on the attack. That was a great chance. A shot on target, still on. They've got a corner here. Wow. Out of nowhere, Bosnia and Herzegovina on the attack. Steve, just coming back to that comment, says, when I think about Australia, Tim Cahill came to mind immediately for no reason. I mean, no surprise. He is considered by many to be Australia's greatest player, at least one of Australia's greatest ever players. So, Tim Cahill, Australia's all-time leading goal scorer at World Cups, absolute legend. Timmy Cahill, we love him. Some of my earliest memories watching Socceroos was watching Timmy Cahill in that 2006 World Cup. Of course, that brace against Japan at the World Cup in Germany. That's right, Welcome Bex, who says Bosnia pushing, doing well. This is a good chance here. They had a great shot on target. It was a good save by Freeze. And the corner delivery is close to the... Oh my gosh, it almost went directly in. Freeze had to just slap it away. Because that almost went in from the corner. Direct. Dude, that would have been incredible. You do occasionally see them, what do they call them? Olympicos? When they score from the corner, and it goes straight in and freeze. He really had to work to keep that out. Bosnia and Herzegovina with a really good spell here, man. USA, it looked like that they were getting in control of this game, but last couple of minutes, Bosnia and Herzegovina just giving the USA some concerns at the back. Steve says Spurs are doing something I never expected them to do in the transfer market: spending money. Yeah, they've already made some decent moves in the window. I'm sure there'll be more to come. We'll see. Obviously, Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League, really disappointing campaign last season, so need to bounce back this time around. So they're showing the replay. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, that was very close because Freeze, the goalkeeper, was off his line for that corner that almost went in. He was in a pretty advanced, aggressive position, stepping out. He was wanting to sort of come and claim the ball, I reckon, when it was going to be swung in. But a really smart vision there from the corner taker for Bosnia and Herzegovina, seeing that Freeze was just a little bit more advanced than what you would usually see from a goalkeeper at a corner. And Freeze had to work back there to just keep that out. That was almost a stunning opening goal. Huge. Welcome, X. Who is the most famous footballing related people you have met besides Central Coast Mariners players? Oh boy. I can't say I've met too many footballers aside from Central Coast Mariners players. I'm having to think. Legit. I don't think there's anyone. I think all the interactions I have had have been with Central Coast Mariners players. So, yeah, man. I've obviously been to Socceroos games, but I don't think I've necessarily met any players. Socceroos players. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So yeah, I don't think there's anyone aside from Mariners players. USA with a free kick in a wide position. Good position here. That's right, a true Mariners fan, indeed. Thanks for joining us here today, everyone. Live watch along for USA, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Pretty even start, you'd probably say, overall. Bosnia and Herzegovina with a couple good chances. I wonder if that corner was almost going in before, would that be considered a shot? Surely, right? I mean, it was on target. It was literally going into the goal and then it was saved. So surely that corner is considered an effort on goal. So Bosnia and Herzegovina have already had a couple of shots in this game. Free kick taken short. Still on here for USA. Dest. Tillman. Building here down the right. It's Robinson. Low delivery and the near post effort from Balogun goes wide. I was really impressed with Balogun. He set up that goal for USA against Australia and he was superb against Paraguay as well. A couple goals there. Balogun, fantastic striker. Leading the line here for USA. Of course, a huge factor in this game is going to be the home crowd. USA playing this game here in the Bay Area in California. So for USA, they've got a huge crowd supporting them here. For Bosnia and Herzegovina, they are obviously up against a fantastic USA team here, but up against the crowd here as well. "15 minutes in. 0-0. And Bosnia and Herzegovina, I tell you what, USA, that shot from Balogun a moment ago was probably their best chance of the game so far. Bosnia and Herzegovina, they've probably come closer to scoring so far, especially from that corner that almost went in. So if you're Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think you're probably pretty happy with this start. Defensively, they've been pretty compact. And they've even had a couple opportunities to get forward. G'day, Troy. Hope you're doing well, man. Troy says, hey, Lockie, how are you? I'm doing very, very well, Troy. Thanks for asking. It says, I knew things would slowly get there for our Mariners. Great to see Hacho return. Yes, we're in the, this is the 2021, 2021-22 members hat. We are wearing a Mariners hat today. We'll come back to that comment, Troy, because here come USA. It's good defending. Throwing on the way. But yeah, man, great to see Mariners finally appoint head coach John Hutchinson, Mariners legend, returning to the club. It is cool to see. I am happy with the appointment. And if you guys are interested, I have a dedicated Mariners fan channel, Coast Watch Football. You can check that out here on YouTube. And I've got a full video that I put out just the other day discussing that head coach appointment for the Mariners, John Hutchinson being appointed. So if anyone's interested, check out Coast Watch Football. So USA, without surprise, no surprise that they got most of the ball in this game. And they are looking dangerous down the right this time. McKennie, we said he was going to pop up in these wide areas. Here comes McKennie, good delivery. And flying into the middle was Anthony Robinson. And he couldn't keep his effort down. But again, another good little moment there. And it's what we saw against Australia. I remember McKennie did this a lot against Australia where like he's sort of playing that number 10 position, but he's given the freedom to sort of shift out to those wide areas. And that's what McKennie did there. He found that little pocket of space sort of in behind the defense and got him behind there and was able to play in a delivery. And Robinson, the ball came at him very quickly there. So it was always going to be tricky to get that on target for the left back. But there you go. Leo, good to see you here, back again. Thanks for jumping into the live chat once again. Valhoon says, would not be surprised if the USA goes out here. It would be huge. It would be devastating for USA. They've obviously got big hopes of having a strong run at this tournament. But Bosnia and Herzegovina, man, they've made an admirable start to this game. They've looked all right. Exposed to the back there just a moment ago. But again, just earlier in this game, they had a corner that almost went directly in. They had a good shot on target. So, yeah, man. Troy says, I hope that Bosnia win this game. Star says McKennie is one of the most skillful players in the US. He's certainly one of their star players, man. He plays his club football. Is he still at Juventus? Is McKennie still at Juventus? Someone let me know in the live chat. I'm pretty sure he is, isn't he? I might have that mistaken. Christian Pulisic, I know he's playing his club football at AC Milan. So, yeah, man, so many of these players playing at a really good level. Shino, 12EY, welcome, mate. Hope you're doing well. Elijah says, I'm excited to make A-League content this season on a different account. Love to hear it, Elijah. Love to hear it, man. I know we were talking about in yesterday's stream about just making football content, A-League content, and what that's sort of like, and love to hear that, man. It's really great to hear. And I really do think it's important, like that fans... I really do encourage fans, to make their own content and stuff especially surrounding the A-League, because in Australia, the A-League just doesn't get the coverage it deserves from mainstream media. So it's about fans, it's about regular people like us just making noise about it, And at the end of the day, that's all I am. I'm just a fan that, wants to talk about football in Australia. And obviously, we do regularly talk about the A-League when the A-League season is on. And at the moment, all the focus is on the mighty Socceroos. We will be live as well on Saturday morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time. We will be live for Australia versus Egypt, so we'd love for you to join us for that one. Make sure you got your alarm set. If you're in Australia, everyone will be waking up at a very early hour on Saturday morning for that one. The whole nation, dude. The whole nation will be waking up early. It's funny, I was like, because we're going to be doing the live watch look at that game, and it kicks off at like 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And then I was like a little bit worried because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be like so loud that I'm going to be waking neighbors up and stuff. But then I was like, hang on, Australia in a knockout game. Everyone should be awake and watching. Here come USA into the box. Defender for Bosnia and Herzegovina ends up on the ground. It's a corner. 20 minutes in, it's 0-0 between USA and Bosnia and Herzegovina in this round of 32 matchup. And USA really starting to look more and more dangerous as this game goes on. Corner decision, it looks like the correct call. Looking at the replays. So what can USA provide here? Tillman with the delivery. I've got a lot of options just outside the box as well, USA, but close to the keeper, it flies in, and that's an important intervention by the goalkeeper. USA really on the front foot here. Can they capitalise? Can they find the back of the net? Balogun with the ball. He's being closely marked. Bosnia and Herzegovina just trying to get it away. And the pressure is relieved for Bosnia and Herzegovina there. They've got a throw in near the halfway line. So it's been a fascinating opening 20 minutes or so. Going back to Elijah's comment there about making A-League content. Welcome X says, I really encourage you guys to start making A-League content. I do it too, and it's so good to increase fan engagement and noise about the league. Well said, mate. Well said, that's right. Going back to that Socceroos, that early morning Socceroos discussion, Troy says, I live in a unit with bad insulation, and no one watches football, so I'll be very quietly yelling at the TV. That's right. That's right. Fair enough. Here's a chance for USA. Balogun gets it out to the left. Robinson's there. Can USA find this goal? Into the box it comes, but it's seen out of play for a goal kick. Okie dokie. Shino asks, can Australia win and advance beyond the round of 32? I believe that Australia are capable. I do believe so, as we have the first hydration break in this game. What do you guys make of it so far? But yeah, man, I do genuinely think Australia are capable of getting through. Egypt is going to be such a tough test here for Australia. Look, we don't know how much involvement Mo Salah's going to have in the game. We know that there is an injury cloud over him. And will he start? Will he come off the bench? Will he play at all? We'll wait and see. So that's a big sort of talking point for this game between Australia and Egypt. But I think Australia have shown us enough across this group stage to suggest that they could really, I think, keep Egypt scoreless for a lot of the game. And if we can try and find a way to really get our attackers involved, and I think if Australia go into the right formation, well, not formation, but the right player selection, right? We've seen Tony Popovich is making a lot of alterations, especially to that front three. It's looked really different for each of the three games. I think if we go in with the right setup, I think we are capable of winning against Egypt. I genuinely believe that. And I don't think that's a biased take. I think Australia have really, again, surprised everyone at this tournament. Not at all writing off Egypt. Don't get me wrong. Egypt have looked good. We did a live watch along for New Zealand versus Egypt. New Zealand had a 1-goal lead in that game, but then Egypt came back to win 3-1. They were so good in that second half. So it's going to be very important that Australia just stay defensively compact for as long as possible. I wouldn't be surprised if the Australia-Egypt game goes to extra time or even penalties. I would not be surprised. It could easily be a 0-0 situation. I think with Australia's defence looking pretty solid. As Troy says, we need to silence Salah. Yep, if he is, it's all about trying to limit Mo Salah's influence on the game. If you're Australia, that is for sure. Elijah, going back to that Socceroos discussion, says, I'll be at Fed Square, so no need to be quiet for me. Love it. I'm sure it'll be spectacular scenes in Fed Square, as always. I was at the live site in Sydney for the Paraguay Socceroos game, and I did a match day vlog, a whole vlog for that experience. So if you want to check that out, if you haven't done so already, you can check out that on the channel, my vlog for the live site. Attending the live site there in Sydney for the Socceroos Paraguay game. And if you want to see the full extended vlog, you can join the memberships. Level 2 members get access to extended vlogs, members-only videos and live streams. We did a members-only live stream yesterday talking about the Socceroos game a little bit more in depth. And we'll have a bunch of members-only live streams on the way. So if you are interested in joining those and supporting the channel here, really appreciate it. You can consider checking out the memberships. Again, level 2 memberships get you access to those members-only live streams and videos. But hey, I just appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with us as we are watching this game. We are back underway after the hydration break. It's USA 0, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. USA looking pretty good. But not too many clear-cut chances for them so far. Bosnia and Herzegovina have had some chances to score too. So this has been a good start to the game, man. The first quarter of regular time. It's been intriguing, shall we say. I think for Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think they'll be pretty happy with this how this game is going so far, I think. USA clearly with more of the ball, but Bosnia and Herzegovina for the most part have been defending quite well, and they've gotten forward on a few occasions. And it's still scoreless, and if they can keep it this way till half time, work their way into the second half. Because again, we remember a few weeks ago what USA did to Paraguay in the first group stage game. USA with 4 goals in the end in that match. World Cup X does say Bosnia are doing better than we were. Yes, Australia were trailing at this stage, weren't they, against USA? So there you go. Some more comments earlier on. Troy a moment ago says, if we play like we did against Turkey, we can do it. But in my opinion, we should start Matty Ryan in goal. Beach has been great, but experience is more important now. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what Popovich goes for there, because it does feel like there's maybe a chance that Matty Ryan will come back in. I just feel like because Patrick Beach, I think maybe we were half expecting Matty Ryan to come in for that final group stage game against Paraguay. But because Pat Beach has started all 3 games so far, I feel like he's just going to stay. I think he might stick with Beach. But I wouldn't mind seeing Matty Ryan start. And actually Star Reason Writes in the live chat makes an interesting point here. As it's a goal kick. No, corner on the way for USA, I think there. Or is it a goal kick? No, it is a goal kick. Star Reason Right says, if it goes to penalties, do you think Popper would switch keepers? I think that's a chance. Man. I think to bring in Matty Ryan for a penalty shootout, I think I'd be happy with that, dude. To bring in the experienced Matty Ryan for a penalty shootout, I could see it happening. It's Australia have done it before, man. We remember that crucial playoff match with Peru 4 years ago now. It was almost exactly 4 years ago, right? We did a live watchalong for that one 4 years ago. Who was there for that? Let us know in the live chat. 4 years ago. It was one of our most viewed live watchalongs as well 4 years ago. We saw in that game, Matty Ryan substituted off and Andrew Redmayne came on for the penalty shootout, and he was the hero for Australia. Here comes USA down the left. It's Balogun on the ball. Nice work. Ooh, Balogun's gone down. He reckons it was a pen. Referee's not interested. So, a bit of a dramatic moment here, folks. Referee is not convinced, but Balogun is still sitting on the floor, and he reckons it's a penalty for sure. Definitely onside, so the through ball was good. And Balogun, he's got so much pace, man. He's a fast, strong player. I don't know, man. We need to see a closer replay. Here we go. So Balogun, 1-on-1 with the defender. What do you guys think? Is it a penalty? Oh, dude, there's barely any contact. I mean, maybe the slightest bit of contact. It's never a penalty. I mean, maybe just like a hint of contact, but there's nothing really in it. Yes, that's right. Troy was there for that live stream. That was so fun, that stream. It was indeed, Troy. It was I feel like that was a 4 a.m. kickoff as well. And I remember jumping around my my apartment at the time when Redmayne made those incredible penalty saves to win it for Australia. 4 years ago, Australia qualified for the 2022 World Cup. Not exactly 4 years ago, but it was around about this time. It was June, wasn't it? It must have been June 2022. Yeah, we've been doing live streams on this channel for 4 or 5 years now. It's great to have a bunch of you guys watching us who have been with us for many years, like Troy. And whether this is your first time tuning in, thanks for jumping in and joining our live watch along for this game here. USA 0, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0 after half an hour of football. Pressure being applied by USA. Here comes Balogun. Good chance. Oh, it's a lovely finish. USA lead. Balogun was denied a penalty moments ago, but he's not denied here. It is 1-0. Lovely finish. Or is it being... No goal. The flag is up. The goal will not stand. At least for now, perhaps. Let's look at this. Was he offside? Yeah, it looks like he was. Yeah, he was offside. It's close, but he was off. Offside indeed, yeah. Great finish, though. I mean, that Balogun, again, showing us what he's capable of. Big moment there, but he did look offside. I think that left leg was well advanced. So it's no goal, but a big moment there once again. Again, USA getting closer and closer. They finally had the ball in the back of the net. The goal won't stand, but USA are really up for this now. Can they get a goal before half-time? Robinson with a cross, looking for Balogun, headed away. Bosnia and Herzegovina just have to try and regain some control. They've got to get themselves on the ball because they made a decent start to this game in the first 10 minutes. But they can't let this match get away from them here. 0-0, but there has been some good chances now for both teams. But it is USA who are really looking for it now. Siphoning, g'day. That is not true at all. I don't know. I'm not sure where you've heard that. Siphoning asks, is it true that Central Coast Mariners are losing their A-League license? Not true at all. Not true at all. Central Coast Mariners just recently appointing a new head coach in John Hutchinson and have been re-signing some players for the new campaign. So, yeah, definitely not true. Star says, wouldn't be surprised if it went to extra time or pens. This one, yeah. Yeah, I think so. With the way this is going, I mean, if Bosnia and Herzegovina can just hold on here, if they can get to half time and it's scoreless, that makes it's going to make it really interesting. So, goalkeeper to send this one long for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Can they get on the end of this? Can they create a chance? Header into the box. Cleared away by Tim Ream. Tim Ream, experienced centre back. There for USA. So, will we get a goal before half time? Feels like the goal's getting closer and closer to arriving. Bosnia and Herzegovina on the ball. A lot of pressure coming at them. The USA really pressing here. We see a lot of this from USA. They're a real high energy team. Play with a lot of intensity. Head coach Maurizio Pochettino. He's got this USA team to the knockout stage. And how far will they go? Can they progress today? It would be cool. Softening. It would be cool to see South Melbourne in the A-League. We'll see what happens there. Don't think there's anything official yet in regards to what's happening with Western United's license. And look, hopefully, we wish all the best for Western United. We do not want to see that club fizzle away, and they still are around, Western United, and I'm sure they have hopes of returning to the A-League someday. But South Melbourne, obviously a very historic club in Australian football. It'd be cool to see them in the A-League one day, maybe. Okie dokie. World Cup X says, I would like another team to come in as well to keep even numbers. It would be great to see A-League expansion in years to come. Yeah, hopefully the league can again just find some more stability. Obviously, it's not great with Western United. Obviously, it was this time last year, wasn't it, when we were all talking about Western United and the uncertainties surrounding them. And I mean, it doesn't look like they're featuring for next season, Western United. So hopefully the A-League can have some successful expansion in the near future. Really do hope so. McKennie on the ball. His cross cleared away. Bosnia and Herzegovina desperate to hold on to this scoreline, at least till half time. Valhoon says, still waiting on Canberra. Yeah, and obviously there's a bit of uncertainty around Canberra's A-League women's team at this stage. Hopefully that gets sorted out, and hopefully we get a men's team on the way for Canberra soon enough. That would be cool to see. Cross comes in for USA. Robinson on the ball on the left. Robinson sends a cross in, but no one's there. Well, Balogun, I think Balogun in the middle is appealing for a penalty once more, but he's suggesting, I think, that his shirt was pulled at. So USA are really... Well, there's lots of crosses coming in. They're getting players forward. But again, guys, I don't think USA are actually creating genuine goal-scoring opportunities. Balogun put the ball in the back of the net earlier, but it was disallowed for that offside. So, credit to Bosnia and Herzegovina defensively. They're looking pretty strong. What else are we saying here? World Cup X says, I think the A-League is slowly getting back on track. Just need more good decisions and marquees. Yeah, man. Troy also says the A-League is a great stepping stone for young players. It works great when the World Cup comes around. Yeah, look. Hopefully Australia have a magical run to this tournament. Hopefully we go as far as we can. And Balogun with a good cross, though. Defenders there. No one there to meet it for USA. But yeah, man, hopefully the World Cup can create a bit of excitement and momentum for the A-League this coming season. And yeah, I mean, if you're watching here and if you're an Australian fan, you are probably pretty passionate about the A-League. But yeah, man, I would just encourage you guys to really get behind your respective A-League teams. It needs all the support it can get. Grab a membership, get to some games, engage in content online. So Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think, are really starting to frustrate USA here. We're not long till half-time. Let's see what Bosnia and Herzegovina can do here. Dangerous ball forward. Oh, Tim Ream. Was it a back? No, it was Robinson, in fact. A bit of a shaky interception. It almost was directed into the path of an attacker. But USA back in control once more. But look at this defensive setup for Bosnia and Herzegovina. The 5-3-2, so compact, so hard to break down. So USA, what can they manufacture here? Left-hand side with Robinson. Short pass into the box. It's a good run. Oh, that's great play. USA are in behind now. And just across the face of goal, it's wide. So again, we're seeing this quite a lot. It was great work, Pulisic, getting that cross in, but again, just like no one there to meet the delivery, which is happening quite a bit here in this game. They're getting into good areas. They're getting some deliveries in, but we're going to take a look at the stats at half time. I don't feel like USA have actually had that many attempts at goal. It does certainly feel like the Bosnia and Herzegovina are really doing a fantastic job of limiting USA and their actual, attempts towards the goal. Righty. So, will we see a goal before halftime? That is the question, folks. That is the question. If anyone's going to score at this rate, it's going to be USA. Bosnia and Herzegovina, I think they'll be very content if the scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Great to see you all here in the live chat, joining the discussion. If this is your first time checking out the channel, my name's Lockie. Welcome. We do focus on Australian football here. Obviously, the focus right now is on the Socceroos on this channel, but we also talk about the Matildas, the A-Leagues. Got the Australia Cup coming up, folks. The Australia Cup as well is getting underway in a few weeks, which is very exciting. We'll certainly be talking about that as it gets closer. And of course, we're doing a bunch of live streams throughout this tournament. We were live yesterday for Mexico, Ecuador. That was a fun game. We did a bunch of live streams throughout the group stage, and we will be live for Australia versus Egypt in just 2 days' time. The countdown is on. My preview video for that is out right now as well, if you are interested in checking it out. All right, jumping back into the live chat. Troy says, can't wait to get mine this season. Your membership says, I'm glad we have re-signed Laval, Eames, and Rue. Yeah, I'm very happy with those re-signings. Harrington as well. Central Coast Mariners just signed a new player as well, Oliver O'Carroll, coming over from Melbourne City's academy. Just 17 years of age, but a very promising midfielder there. O'Carroll joining the Mariners. Here we go. Awesome shirt at the back, by the way, Lockie. Thank you, Siphoning. We've got I believe this is the 2006 Australia jersey. So, yeah, man, here comes the cross in. A couple weeks ago, we did a video on the channel. It was ranking Socceroos World Cup kits, which was a fun one. So if you haven't checked out that one, you can watch that on the channel. It was uploaded a couple weeks ago, ranking the Socceroos World Cup kits. And look, Australia have had a real variety of World Cup kits, different colours. We've had the navy blue away kits and the dark green away kits. And there's been some really unique designs across recent World Cups for Australia. So, yeah, man, check out that video. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. What are some of your favourite Socceroos World Cup kits? I do love this one just because it's so simple. It's just a clean design. The badge looks great. Nike. A little bit of green on the sleeves as well is cool. I do like Australia kits this year. I have really come around to them. When they were first released, I was like, I didn't think they were anything special, to be honest, but they have really grown on me. "2010 away is my favorite. That is a good one. Yes, the navy blue with it's like the yellow stripe at the top as well. Yeah, I do like 2010's kits. I do. Welcome X asks, are you planning to do your weekly Friday night A-League watch-alongs again? Loved those because it was only on Paramount on Fridays. Well, yeah, I would love to. We're definitely going to be doing a bunch of watch-alongs throughout this A-League season. Definitely keen to get back into it. We may have. I haven't decided on whether it's going to be a regular Friday thing, but hey, if you guys are keen, like if you guys have any feelings or thoughts on that, let me know. If you would be keen for Fridays, let me know. That probably would be the day that we would do it too, to make it a regular thing. But that is interesting that you point out there, World Cup X, mentioning it was only on Paramount on Fridays. So are you saying that was good because then you could sort of, maybe for people who don't have access to Paramount Plus, you can sort of still follow the game there? That's actually a fair point, because in the past, I've done the games that have been on, I've done live streams for the games that have been on free-to-air on Channel 10, which are generally like the Saturday evening games, because there's more people watching them. Oh, here's a chance. Balogun! It's a goal! He's finally got the goal! It's come right at the end of the first half, and USA have been pushing, and at last they make the breakthrough. It's Balogun. It was always going to be him. Oh, we've got the goal. That's right, Aussie Football Hub. It's Balogun. Goal indeed. Wonderful finish. So it was Tim Reen who won the ball initially, and it was flicked on, and it just opened up. It just opened up, just straight through the middle to Balogun. It was Tillman with a great little pass. Well, in fact, no, it was the deflection. That's right. So the defender's sliding in, and it's inadvertently directing it into the path of Balogun. And you cannot give a striker like Balogun that opportunity. Left-footed strike, just side foot, composed finish, and USA lead here in the round of 32. It's been a somewhat nervy half of football. USA have had a lot of the ball. They haven't necessarily found the quality goal scoring opportunities, but here now they score right at the end of the first half. 5 minutes of time added on here at the end of the first half, as there's two players down on the ground as we speak. One for both sides. Hopefully they're okay. I don't think we saw what actually happened there. But lovely goal there. Nice goal indeed, says Star. Oz Football Hub, that's right. Should I make it Oz Football Hub or Aussie Football Hub or Oz Football Hub? I think both are cool. Oz Football Hub would be shorter, which is, I guess, would make it easier to fit in to the various social media pages. So we have a goal in this game, folks. USA lead. Troy, just going back to, we're talking about some of the LA Live watch-alongs. I just wanted to check Troy's comments. He says, definitely would enjoy that. Spreads the word that the games are on too. I'm surprised how many people don't realize the A-League games are on during the season. Yeah, we just have to create some more noise about it, hey? So, yep. Big Monkey in the live chat asks, are you streaming the Australia-Egypt match? Yes, we will be live for that one. Shino says, I'm Egyptian. You have a good team. Thanks for joining us in the live stream today. There you go. From Egypt. Love to hear it. All the best to your team for that game. So, we've got a bit of a delay here in this game. There's a player for the USA who's currently being treated. Hopefully they're okay. So we had 5 minutes total added on. We're going to go over that though, because there's been a bit of a delay here in at this stage. So was it Adams? Was it Pulisic that went down? I think it's Tyler Adams who's down as we speak. But USA have the goal. 1-0. Balogun with the strike. That is huge, man. It's going to give USA a big advantage heading into the second half, obviously. But Bosnia and Herzegovina, they're going to be devastated. Like, goal arriving in the 45th minute. Because they've been working so hard to keep this game scoreless up to that point. And they would have loved to have taken a scoreless scoreline, a 0-0 scoreline, into the halftime break. And then anything could have happened in the second half, man. Third goal of the World Cup for Balogun. Wonderful. Lightning for football. I love the new name. Love the new name, Lightning for football. Okay. So Tyler Adams is back to his feet, which is good to see. This stoppage in play has gone for 3 or 4 minutes now. So Tyler Adams leaving the field of play as we speak. We'll see whether he's able to return or whether he'll be substituted off. He's a key player for the USA in the heart of midfield, Tyler Adams. Plays his club football in the English Premier League with AFC Bournemouth. And for Adams, I mean, USA do not want to lose him, obviously. He's walking off the field of play. We'll keep an eye on whether he's able to come back. Bamo Bros, welcome. Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Okie dokie. Final stages of this first half. We're finally back underway. We're going to, who knows how long this first half will go for, surely another few minutes. Tyler Adams is back onto the field. Good to see. He's all right. Good to see. So Bosnia-Herzegovina. What have they got? They've got possession over on the right wing. Can they... No. They lose possession. USA back on the ball and back driving forward. So Bosnia-Herzegovina just have to hold on here to halftime. Do not want to concede number 2. We were live yesterday for Mexico, Ecuador, excuse me. Another South American nation. Mexico, Ecuador, and we saw what happened. Another one of the co-hosts there grabbing a 2-goal lead, and it felt like it was always going to be tricky for Ecuador to come back with Mexico having that 2-goal lead yesterday, but USA, it's just the 1-goal advantage. Bosnia-Herzegovina can't really afford to concede another. Got to try and keep themselves in this contest here. That's right, Troy. The US players are very fast. They've got some serious pace, man. Balogun, Pulisic, Dest, like all these guys, man. Robinson. They've got a lot of pace in this team. Do USA. Okie dokie. Free kick coming up in a wide position for USA. Oz Football Hub, love the new name, asks, do you think I should start an A-League video or an Australia Cup video since it's so close? Yeah, probably Australia Cup. That's on the way. So if you are interested in the Australia Cup, that would be great. A free kick comes in. Misses everyone. Bosnia and Herzegovina struggling to get this one clear. Still on for USA. It's Pulisic. Pulisic with the give and go. Love it. Nice play. Cross is cleared away. So, full-time whistle. When will it arrive? We were supposed to have 5 minutes added on, but that was a lengthy stoppage there. Through most of injury time. Robinson, edge of the box. Cleared away. Bosnia and Herzegovina just desperately holding on. He didn't want to concede a second. That's a good ball across. Great chance for Balogun. Oh my goodness, what a chance! Balogun, so close, folks. So close for Balogun. Great ball over the top. The header down. I think it was Dest who got the header back in. And Balogun so close. What a chance. Was there a deflection? No, there wasn't. But oh my goodness, he hit the crossbar. Not far away from number 2 for the USA. Troy says it's going to be weird. No New Zealand teams in the Oz Cup. Yeah, it's a big change for this year, isn't it? Look, I don't mind it. Keeping the Australia Cup in the end, just with Aussie teams. But it is interesting because it's almost a slight disadvantage for both Wellington Phoenix and Auckland FC because it means that all the Australian A-League sides get to play some competitive football before the A-League season gets underway. And Wellington and Auckland, well, they're not going to have that. So, bit of commotion here on the field, folks. There's some pushing and shoving, some conversations happening, and there's a player down for Bosnia and Herzegovina. A little bit of tension to finish this first half. Let's have a look at the replay. Ooh, that's a nasty one. A bit of an accidental one. Tyler Adams coming in there and the knee collecting the head as a play by the looks of things. And then Kolasinac just coming in with a little push at the back of Adams. So a little bit of drama to end the first half here, folks. Hopefully the player for Bosnia and Herzegovina is okay. Because, yeah, I think it was just like an accidental knee. Yeah. Tan Lee, good to see you here, man. Hope you're doing well. Tan Lee, member of the channel, as you can see. Really appreciate your support as always, mate. Good to see you here. And love to hear it. Oz Football Hub, just subscribed. That's the thing, man, especially when it comes to the A-League Australian football. It's always good to support each other. So, we were meant to have 5 minutes added on in this first half. We are about to reach 10, and it may well be even more on the way. Oz Football Hub says, I think South will beat Adelaide. Dude, that South Melbourne Adelaide United game will be great. It'll be a fun game to watch, that's for sure. So, finally back underway. And is that the whistle? It is. So, the first half comes to an end. And it's USA with the lead. A little bit of drama in this contest, though. A little bit of controversy, perhaps. A little bit of tension. But you're always going to expect that in a tight knockout stage game. What are you guys making of this match so far? What are your predictions for the remainder of this game? It's USA with the lead. They've looked good. They have looked good, USA. We'll have a look at the stats in just a moment. Okie dokie. Sheeno, thanks for tuning in. All the best. Good luck for the game. Hope you enjoy it. Where is this game being played? I believe it's being played, yeah, San Francisco Bay Area is where this game is being played, in California. Alrighty. I missed the first half. What was the drama? Well, I guess there was a penalty, well, a penalty appeal for USA that wasn't given about halfway through that first half. Um, but the other drama, I guess, the other drama came at the end there with some of a couple collisions that caused a little bit of controversy. But USA lead at halftime, 1-0, just the one goal. Just the one goal. There is still hope for Bosnia and Herzegovina. So, Oz Football Hub says, decent half, says I'm going 3-0 USA. But it would be good for Bosnia to score. Look, I think they had some opportunities, especially early on in that half. They had some decent opportunities to do something. And they almost found the goal from the corner. That was a dramatic moment about 10 minutes into the game, that corner that was floated in and it was headed away. Sorry, not headed away. It was slapped away by the goalkeeper, wasn't it? It almost went directly in from the corner. But Balogun has the goal for the USA, scoring in the 45th minute. But Bosnia and Herzegovina will be so disappointed that they conceded right at the end of the half there. So it's 62% possession to USA, 38% possession to Bosnia and Herzegovina, according to FOTMob. Interestingly enough, okay, so FOTMob is saying that USA have just had 5 shots and 1 on target. So there you go, the 1 goal and 1 on target. Bosnia and Herzegovina, 1 shot, 1 on target. That's right, they did have a good shot that was saved. I think they should probably have 2 on target, right? Because that corner was going in. That's probably got to count as a shot at goal. So if anything, Bosnia and Herzegovina have probably had 2 shots at goal on target. But that's an interesting stat highlighting that USA have just had the 1 effort on target. So that sort of reflects things for you nicely. I mean, they haven't really created quality goal scoring opportunities. Like Bosnia and Herzegovina's goalkeeper hasn't actually been tested all that much. Look, USA have certainly been dominating. Touches in the opposition box. USA have had 19. Bosnia and Herzegovina have had 1. So there you go. They've gotten into the box on a number of occasions, USA. But just for the 1 effort on target, which is, I think a compliment to Bosnia and Herzegovina's defending. I think it is, yeah. They've been pretty well organised at the back. Lightning reckons Dzeko will score. What else are we saying here in the live chat? Star also says, I hope Bosnia score and draw it. Lightning says USA should have had a red card. I mean, I assume you're referring to that incident at the end there with Tyler Adams, perhaps, and the knee to the head. I think it was just accidental, so I'm happy with the on-field decision. Als Football asks, are Victory going to sign any players? If not, I'm available. We need to sign players. Melbourne Victory, have they announced anyone yet? I don't think they have they? Still a long way to go in the transfer window. A couple months to go in the transfer window. Tabasco. G'day, Tabasco says, hi, Lockie. As a fellow Lachlan in the early to mid-30s, why do you think so many of us are called Lachlan? Love from Mexico. Dude, love it. Dude, I haven't met many other people with my name. I actually haven't. I mean, in Australia, apparently it's a fairly common name. I've only met like a few other people with my name. Hopefully Mata stays, says Troy. There was that big announcement a few days ago. Mata joining he's buying a stake in the club. He's part of the ownership of the club now, Juan Mata, so that's big news. But no announcement in regards to whether Juan Mata will actually be playing next season. We will see what happens there. He was great last season. Hopefully we do see him sticking around. I mean, that's a good indication if he's like buying a part of Melbourne Victory. Imagine that being a part owner and a player as well. That'd be cool. That would be cool. But yeah, hopefully just for the whole league, for the benefit of the whole league, hopefully Mata stays because he was so good. He was so good last season, and great to watch last campaign, Juan Mata. That's for sure. So it's been a dramatic day of World Cup football. Earlier today, we saw England defeat DR Congo 2-1. Belgium defeat Senegal 3-2. That game in particular was very dramatic. So Senegal had the lead in that game, had a 2-goal lead, and then Belgium with 2 goals at the end of regular time. 86th minute, it becomes 2-1. And then in the 89th minute, Tielemans equalising to make it 2-2 to send it to extra time. And then in the 125th minute, Lukaku scoring a penalty. A little bit of controversy over that penalty actually being awarded, whether it was actually a foul or not. I think people have some mixed opinions on that. But that was a dramatic game earlier today. Belgium going through ahead of Senegal. So we've only got a couple days left in the round of 32. Got some big games on the way. But to recap the round of 32 so far, so Canada defeating South Africa 1-0. So Canada and Mexico are already through out of the co-hosts. USA, well, they're halfway there so far. Brazil defeated Japan 2-1. Paraguay eliminated Germany on penalties. Morocco eliminated Netherlands on penalties. Dramatic games there a couple days ago. Yesterday, we did the live watch-along for Mexico versus Ecuador, a 2-0 win for Mexico. But Norway also eliminated Cote d'Ivoire 2-1, and France, they were very impressive in their 3-0 victory over Sweden. Tomorrow, big games on the way. Tomorrow sees Spain play Austria, Portugal, Croatia, and then Switzerland play Algeria. And then, of course, all eyes for us here are on Australia versus Egypt. We will be live for that game, so make sure to join us in a couple of days' time for the live stream, Australia versus Egypt. But after that one, in a couple of days' time, Argentina, Cabo Verde, and then Colombia playing Ghana. So that is the round of 32. Still a few days to go. Big games on the way. All right. Member of the channel, Tanley says, can't believe Wanderers let Mata go. Such a shame. Yeah, it is, especially, it must be painful for Wanderers fans, especially seeing how good Mata was at Victory last season. And it's just bizarre just seeing how it played out for him at Wanderers. He was just sitting on the bench more often than not. So yeah, man. Alrighty. Speaking about Juan Mata, Troy says he did say playing for Victory has made him love his football again, and he is enjoying it. And I love how he genuinely rates the A-League, which shows by buying stakes. Yeah, it's huge. It really is huge. The A-League should really be highlighting this. It is massive to really have Juan Mata's endorsement in the A-League. He's such a big figure in world football. I mean, he's won a World Cup with Spain. He's played at the highest level. He's played in the English Premier League. He's a fantastic player and has had a great career. And he's a great ambassador now for the A-League. So it really is awesome. I won't be streaming the Argentina-Cabo Verde game, but all focus on the Australia-Egypt game, that's for sure. We'll definitely have some more live streams on the way. So next one will definitely be Australia-Egypt. And then we'll probably, I tell you what, we'll probably be doing Mexico versus England. So just looking ahead, you guys can let me know if there's any particular games you'd like to see live watch-alongs for if you are interested. But let's take a look at some of the fixtures that we've already got lined up, folks, for the round of 16 as well. So Canada play Morocco, Paraguay play France. That's on the weekend. And then we've also got Brazil, Norway, and then Mexico versus England. We'll probably be doing a live watch-along for Mexico-England. That's next week. That'll be that's going to be a crazy game because Mexico are in great form. Mexico haven't conceded a goal all tournament so far. But England, dude, that's a tricky one, eh? So we'll definitely do a live watch-along for that one, I reckon. We should say as well, the winner of this game, the winner of Bosnia versus Herzegovina, will go through to play Belgium. We do know that. So, there you go. When do Portugal play? Portugal play, that's tomorrow, isn't it? I'll double check for you, Troy. Yeah, Portugal in action tomorrow on the east coast of Australia. It'll be a 9 a.m. kickoff. Portugal-Croatia. That'll be a big game to watch. It will be great indeed. Tan Lee says, how about tomorrow? Is there any games you're interested in? Well, if you guys are keen, let me know. We can make it happen. Switzerland, Algeria is at a pretty comfortable time, but maybe we'll get up in the morning for Portugal, Croatia. If you guys are keen, let me know, because that's a big one. Portugal, Croatia. You got two top European teams there, and a couple legends going head to head. You got Cristiano Ronaldo of Portugal and Luka Modric of Croatia, two absolute legends. Yeah, Portugal game tomorrow, says Valhoon. Yeah, we might have to do it, eh? Tan Lee says, as a neutral, I always support the underdog teams. It's always good to see, it's always fun to see some surprises from some of the underrated teams. Star also says, Portugal-Croatia would be a great live stream if you can, Lockie. We might have to. If there's some demand in the live chat, we can make it happen, folks. So let me know if you'd like to, if you would tune in for that one. Because I was looking at that Switzerland-Algeria game because, here in Australia, that's like a pretty comfortable kickoff time later in the day, but Portugal, Croatia, that's 9 in the morning here, so it's not at 4 a.m. No, it isn't at 4 a.m. So it is a much more comfortable kickoff time. So that's going to be a big one. Dude, it's incredible that Portugal and Croatia are meeting in the round of 32. Hey, like it's going to be crazy that one of those two teams will be eliminated at this stage. Valhoon says it could be Ronaldo's last World Cup game. It could be, man. That's a tricky one to call too, Portugal-Croatia. I did my predictions video for the round of 32, put it out here on the channel a few days ago. I think I predicted Portugal in that game. I think I did. I think it's going to be so close though. It's going to be really tight. I like Portugal's squad though. I like the mix of youth and experience they have. They've got some great young players in that team, man. They've got great quality, but so do Croatia. But I feel like Portugal might win that game. What do you guys reckon for that match? Who are you tipping, Portugal or Croatia? Let me know. Alrighty. But yeah, if you guys are keen, let me know. We might do a live stream for that one as well. Modric or Ronaldo's last game. That's true, totally. Yeah, that's true. Troy says, I've been on holidays for a couple of weeks. Back at work this afternoon, so only getting up early for the Socceroos now. Fair enough, Troy. Troy says, honestly, Croatia. You reckon Croatia will win tomorrow? It really could go either way. It really could. So the teams returning to the field for the second half here. USA 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0 at the halftime break. So, Bosnia and Herzegovina have got 45 minutes, maybe more, to make a comeback in this game. Well, they've got to score if they want to take it to extra time, obviously. So what can Bosnia and Herzegovina show us here for the remainder of this game? They need to... This is the biggest 45 minutes of football coming up for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Facing the co-hosts, one of the co-hosts here in USA. The USA finally got their lead through Balogun. That's right, Star. Yeah, that's the way I feel too. It says Croatia and Portugal seems more like a quarter-final game. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's got that vibe about it, hey? So, returning to the field now, Bosnia and Herzegovina. So I wonder, Bosnia and Herzegovina playing this very defensive 5-3-2 formation. I wonder if they are going to tweak that at all for the second half. Just to try and get some more numbers forward to give them some options heading forward. Edin Dzeko, we haven't really seen him too much in this game. He's wearing the captain's armband for Bosnia and Herzegovina today. Such an experienced striker, man. He's played at a great level for many, many years. Playing his club football with Schalke in Germany at the moment. 40 years of age, an absolute legend of football in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Can he lead his side to a comeback here? Does look like the Bosnia and Herzegovina setting up in this 5-3-2 formation once again. For USA, it's going to be fascinating to see how they approach the second half. Do they really go for it here and look to find another goal? As from the kickoff here for the second half, they send it long for a throw-in down the pitch. Thanks for joining us here for the live stream, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's USA, Bosnia and Herzegovina. 1-0 at this stage. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and you can also consider checking out the memberships that we've recently launched here on the channel. We've got 2 levels. Level 1, you can get on board and support the channel. Level 2 memberships gets you access to extended vlogs, gets you access to members-only live streams and videos. We did a members-only live stream yesterday. We'll have more coming up on the way as well. We were live yesterday afternoon for a members-only live stream. A bit more of a deeper discussion on the Socceroos game against Egypt. Of course, we are all looking forward to that one, and we will be live, a public live stream, of course, for the Socceroos Egypt Watchalong. We were live for the first 2 games at this World Cup for Australia. And of course, it was a few weeks ago. I'm sure if any of you guys were with us for the Australia-Turkey Watchalong, you saw me jumping and screaming at my TV as Australia scored 2 goals in that game. And hopefully we see some goals on the way for Australia against Egypt. Hopefully we see some more goals in this game as well. Back underway for the second half, and don't think there's been any changes just yet. Troy jumping on the memberships. Troy, thanks, man. Really, really appreciate that, dude. Jumping on the level 2 memberships, which gives you access to the extended vlogs. We've already got 2 extended vlogs out on the channel. I was at the Matildas game a couple weeks ago. Extended vlog for that one there, and also extended vlog from the me attending the live site for the Australia-Paraguay game, the live site in Sydney. So some extra footage there for members, and as well, members-only live streams and videos on the way as well. So Troy, shout out to you, man. Fellow Mariners fan, of course, wearing the Mariners hat today. And Troy, as we were talking about earlier in the live chat, a long-time viewer of the channel as well, was here 4 years ago as we were watching that Socceroos Peru qualifying game, that playoff game 4 years ago. So Troy, it's really appreciate that, dude. I do appreciate that. So corner on the way. Robinson's gonna swing it in. Can USA find goal number 2? It would be huge. It would be a massive advantage if they could find a second. Goalkeeper, ooh, heavy collision in the box. Goalkeeper punches it away, and he claims it once more. So for Bosnia and Herzegovina, when they get on the ball, they have to be a little bit more effective with it. Dzeko's picked it up in a deep position. They have to be a little bit smarter with their passes and their forward runs. They've got to try and test USA a little bit more going forward. Because again, they made a bright start to the match. Did Bosnia and Herzegovina. But we haven't really seen much of them going forward. Cheers, Troy. So I'll definitely check them out. I always enjoy your content. So much football to enjoy in the next month or so. Cheers, Troy. Appreciate that, man. And that's right. Yeah, we've got a lot on the way too. Obviously, the World Cup is the focus right now. But yeah, we'll have some content surrounding the Australia Cup, which is on the way. And of course, for the A-League season, once it rolls around, it's great that, while we are in the long A-League off season, it's great to obviously have the World Cup to focus on for now. So is there a concern here for Dzeko? I think there might be. There's a bit of a strange one. The player's been paused, and Edin Dzeko, it's not quite clear what the injury is here, but Edin Dzeko is departing the field of play. He's given the captain's armband to Kolasinac, and this is a big blow here for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Tarnley, yes, definitely planning on covering the Asian Cup in January. Of course, that will be a huge one for Australia because we'll come back to that because those replays, interesting, of Edin Dzeko, he just pulled up. He just pulled up a little bit. And he was feeling was it his quad? It's his quad, I think. So he didn't go down or anything, Dzeko. He just, after a little run, he just pulled up and just didn't look comfortable. So this is a huge blow for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their star striker, Edin Dzeko, leaving the field after 50 minutes. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, just go back to your comment there, Tarnley. Definitely covering the Asian Cup. Looking forward to it. Hopefully Australia can have a great run at this tournament. But when it comes to the Asian Cup, Australia really have to be viewed as one of the favourites for that tournament, I think. So looking forward to that one in January. And Troy also says, I think we should expect a deep run or it'll be disappointing. Yeah. And look, I think Australia's performance at this World Cup will determine what our expectations are for the Asian Cup in January. And look, it's huge that we've got another major competition so soon after, like 6 months later, right? In January. So for Australia, man, as we know, Australia are the only team from Asia remaining at this World Cup. The only team from Asia remaining in the World Cup at this stage. Japan, we saw them get eliminated by Brazil the other day. So for Australia, if Australia can get through to the round of 16, who knows what happens from there? But Australia might be heading into that Asian Cup next year as one of the teams to expected to go all the way. As we know, the Asian Cup is always such an intensely contested competition. Japan, Korea Republic, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, so many top teams. Uzbekistan, of course, featuring at this World Cup. They've really developed into one of the real top teams in Asia as well. So very much looking forward to the Asian Cup, and we'll definitely be doing a bunch of coverage for that tournament once it rolls around in January. USA have a 1-goal lead. They haven't really created any goal-scoring opportunities in this second half. Let's see what they can do here. Ball over the top, being chased by Balogun, and it's going to be a throw-in in a good position. Shout out once more to Troy a moment ago, joining the Level 2 memberships. Really appreciate that, man. And shout out to all our members and folks joining us today. Even if you're not a member, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tarnley, also a member of the channel. That's right. We haven't won since 2015. It's been some time, man. We're due for a successful run at the Asian Cup, and hopefully next year can be the year for Australia. And that's right, Troy. If we do go through, if Australia go through to the round of 32, there is a decent chance. Sorry, if we go through the round of 16, there is a decent chance we are playing Argentina. Hey, look, we'll see what happens. Cabo Verde, they could show up with a big surprise. But Argentina, massive favourites in their round of 32 games, so it could be the second consecutive World Cup where Australia could be playing Argentina. Ugh. Would have loved to have played anyone else. It's always going to be difficult for anyone coming up against Lionel Messi in Argentina. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. But anyway, we're not getting carried away. Australia's focus right now is on the round of 32 and Egypt. We are doing a live stream for that one, so make sure to join us in a couple days' time for the live watch-along of Australia, Egypt. Preview video for that game is out right now. Uploaded it last night. Check it out if you want to see my thoughts and my predicted 11. A lot of discussion, as always, around Australia's predicted 11. What will we see from the starting side? That's right, Troy. That's right. We just focus on the Egypt game. So excited. We're very, very excited indeed, Troy. It's obviously a huge occasion, as it always is. Third time that Australia have made it to the knockout stage. 2006, lost to Italy. 2022, lost to Argentina. And we enter the knockout stage, round of 32 this time. Egypt. Australia. It's interesting. I mean, I think I'll feel more nervous as the game gets closer. I'm not feeling nervous just yet. But I think it's because I'm stoked that Australia just get to this stage, and I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just numb. Maybe I'm so nervous that I'm just numb. I'm just entering this game just like, whatever happens, happens. I think I don't want to get too carried away and too excited. Long range effort from Bosnia and Herzegovina. That sailed wide. Was that a shot or a cross? I think it was a shot, dude. I don't think it was the right option in that scenario. So USA with that 1-goal lead. USA, they haven't made any changes yet. We have seen changes from Bosnia and Herzegovina as they are looking to get back into this game 10 minutes into this second half, and it remains 1-0. Matt James, we've beaten them in before in the Asian Cup. Can do it again, says Matt. Thanks for jumping into the live chat, man. Good to see you here. Troy also says, I'm nervous, but then I think it could be worse. Like, Egypt are a good team, but at least it's not a top 5 nation right now. That is true, Troy. Like, that is true. Of course, acknowledging that Egypt are a good side. They've got incredible players, of course. Superstar Mo Salah. But they're obviously a little bit lower ranked compared to, we could have gotten, like a top 5 side. Like, Paraguay, who finished third, Australia could have finished third in our group, and we could have been playing Germany. Having said that, Paraguay eliminated Germany, so you never know. Here comes USA. McKennie, his cross is blocked and cleared away. We had to really see any clear goal-scoring chances for either side in the second half so far. It's been pretty tightly, evenly contested. A lot of the football being played in the middle of the park. Bosnia and Herzegovina enjoying a little bit more possession in this second half compared to the first. But can they try and work their way up the field? They're knocking the ball around the back, but it's a matter of finding an avenue forward. Long ball down the right. It's a little bit too much on it. It's gone out of play. Can't find Dedic on that right wing. So for the USA, they don't appear to be overly keen to really go for it for the second goal here, but they are always dangerous on a fast break. Adams, forward pass for McKennie. He's dispossessed. Here comes Bosnia and Herzegovina. What can they create here? Down the left. Comes unstuck for them again. They got to do a little bit better in keeping the ball. Some of these passes are just going astray. San Francisco Bay Area where this game is being played. Looks like a very nice sunny afternoon or evening over there. This is the third and final game of today's action. Earlier today, England defeating DR Congo 2-1. Harry Kane with 2 second-half goals to come back there for England. And then a dramatic contest between Belgium and Senegal. It went all the way to extra time. Belgium, who were trailing 2-0 at the end of regular time. 2 late goals. Oh, Bosnia-Herzegovina, that was a great cross. Great delivery, but crucial defending. I think it might have been Tim Ream who got that away, but that was a good cross. Now USA can break. USA breaking forward through Dest. He's still going. His pass can't find a teammate. But yes, that Belgium-Senegal game. Dramatic game indeed. Ending 3-2 to Belgium. They go through, and the winner of this game, either USA or Bosnia-Herzegovina, will be playing Belgium in the round of 16. At this stage, it'll be USA-Belgium. But still, a fair way to go in this contest. Over half an hour still. And again, Bosnia-Herzegovina enjoying a lot more possession, but just knocking it around in their own half. They're struggling to find a way forward. The stats on the broadcast have just been shown. So USA, 5 attempts, 1 on target. There you go. So they haven't had a single shot in the second half, and just the 1 on target, the goal. For Bosnia and Herzegovina, 2 shots, 1 on target. But again, that sort of reflects things. Like USA haven't been creating a ton of quality chances. Just the 1 shot on target, the goal. And 5 shots in total. And again, as we tick past the hour mark here, USA with the lead, 1-0. But while it is just the 1, it does make it still a nervy final half an hour or so. Valhoon says Kane hard carrying England. Dude, I mean, he was those 2 goals were great. The header and then the finish, that second goal was superb. Harry Kane. Harry Kane has done it again. Bit of a stoppage here as there's one player down for either side. Balogun's down and Pulisic is just helping him stretch out his hamstring. There's a player for Bosnia and Herzegovina who's currently being treated as well. It's the star players who really have been delivering at this tournament. I mean, Harry Kane, another couple goals today. But we've seen some superb performances from the superstars of world football. Mbappe's been scoring goals at this World Cup. Lionel Messi's been incredible. Who else has been good? Haaland. Haaland's got, 5 goals already so far at this World Cup? So it's been really fun to watch the superstars be superstars at this tournament. Mbappe, that's right, Troy Mbappe. He was amongst the goals for France in their win over Sweden. So yeah, it's great to see. We're going to have some crazy matchups on the way in the next few weeks as this knockout stage continues. We're going to have some big players performing. Tarley says, if I'm not wrong, USA started with a 4-2-3-1. And when they got the lead, they go into a 4-1-4-1, just like the Australia game. Ooh, folks, we have a possible red card. There is a VAR check for a possible red card. Ooh, dude, that looks really bad. That looks really bad. It's Balogun. Oh, the contact is not great. Oh, dude, the ankle. That's nasty. I'll tell you what, dude, it looks accidental, doesn't it? And the contact is so bad. Look at his foot bending. Oh, hopefully he's okay. I think he's still receiving treatment, but what do you guys make of it? Tarnley says that's a red. Troy says that's so bad. It did not look good at all, but I think it was just accidental. I mean, what do you guys think? It probably is a red. Because it's high contact with the studs up. That's probably a red. It happened to Metcalf, says Tarnley. That's rough, says Star. It is a nasty one. This is a big call in this game. Referee to make a decision. What's the call? He's reaching into his pocket. The red card is out, and goal scorer Balogun has just been sent off. Wow. Balogun is off, and I tell you what, of course, not only, of course, is Balogun leaving the field now, but if USA go through, that would mean that Balogun is out for the round of 16 game with Belgium. Incredible scenes here, folks. As Troy says, definitely accidental, but ouch, it did look accidental. It really did. But Balogun, that's right, Falhoon, Balogun off. It did look accidental. I don't think he had any idea, but it was a nasty one. Balogun departing the field of play. It's a red card, and USA have to play the remaining half an hour of this game with just 10 players on the field. So we were talking about, Tan Lee was talking about the formations just a moment ago. Well, now it's going to look like a 4-4-1 for USA. So who is that up top? So it's Pulisic. So USA have swapped things around now with Balogun being sent off there. Pulisic playing as the lone striker. It looks like Weston McKennie, I think, has shifted over to that. No, is it Tillman? It's Tillman on the left wing. Tillman's on the left midfield position. So the central midfield pairing now, just McKennie and Adams. And it's Pulisic playing as the central striker. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense to get Pulisic as that attacking player. Zizou, welcome to the live chat. It could have broken the player's leg. It did, yeah. Yeah, it did not look good. Shot comes in for Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's straight at the goalkeeper, though. Good shot, though. Good opportunity there already, Bosnia and Herzegovina, with a shot on target. But Fries, it was straight at him. And that's right. As Star says, this could change the game and the round of 16 if they progress. That's right. So Balogun, if USA do end up holding on here and going through, then Balogun is out for the Belgium game. It's a huge, huge blow here for USA. He's their star goal scorer. 3 goals at this tournament, 2 against Paraguay. He got the goal here in the first half. He is such a key player for USA, leading the line. This is a huge blow for the co-hosts. And now Bosnia and Herzegovina are really getting forward. And USA just have to hold on here. And folks, there is still a lot of football to be played. Still a lot of football to be played. USA have a long way to go to hold on here. They've got the advantage on the scoreboard. But it's Bosnia and Herzegovina who have the advantage on the field in regards to players on the pitch. Tarnley says, it's accidental, but in the replay it looked painful. Yep, it did look painful. It was a nasty one. So, Bosnia and Herzegovina really pushing for it now. Look at them getting so advanced. We haven't seen this all game from them. But now they're really committing numbers forward. Shot comes in. It's a tame effort in the end and another comfortable save for Fries. But that's already 2 shots on target in the last 2 minutes for Bosnia and Herzegovina. They are surely going to control much of the play from here on out. Valhoon, that's the question. That is the question now. Valhoon, great to see you joining us in the live chat as always, my man. Says, are Bosnia good enough to take advantage? This is their chance, man. This is a golden opportunity for them. Are they able to step up? Of course, there was a big blow for Bosnia and Herzegovina about 10 or more than that, 15 minutes ago now. Edin Dzeko, their star striker, had to leave the field of play with an injury, it seemed. So they would have loved to have had Dzeko still in the field here, but he is off. But with the player advantage, Bosnia and Herzegovina just got to go for it here. G'day, Bernard. Welcome to the live chat. So, USA. This is really interesting now. I mean, they've got the whole crowd behind them. Can they rally together and hold on here for the rest of the game? As we've got the second hydration break of the match. Let's take a quick look at the stats. Folks, thanks for joining us for this live stream. This is turning out to be a really tense game. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. And you can also consider checking out the memberships if you want to support the channel here. We've got a bunch of exclusive members content on the memberships. At level 2, memberships gets you access to members-only live streams and extended vlogs. I've already got a couple out on the channel already. We just recently launched memberships. And you can also consider sending in a super chat if you want to support the channel. But thanks for just being here and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. So, stats so far. According to FontMob, 55% possession for USA, 45% for Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's just going to keep going up for Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's just going to get higher and higher as this game goes on. Surely they're going to dominate them all now. So, USA haven't had a single shot at goal in the second half. Just the 5 total and 1 on target, which is quite incredible. They really haven't had that many golden goal scoring opportunities. They did look really good in that first half, but the actual goal scoring opportunities weren't necessarily arriving for them, but they did get the goal in the end through Balogun. Crucial moment at the end of that first half. For Bosnia and Herzegovina now, 4 shots total, 3 on target. That shot on target in the first half was a good one, good save from Freeze. The 2 shots on target they've just had in recent moments, both pretty comfortable saves for the goalkeeper. But those, again, there's going to be more shots on the way, surely, for Bosnia and Herzegovina. More efforts on goal. Tarnley says, Balogun, 3 goals in 4 games. Huge loss if they advance. Yes, absolutely huge. I mean, again, like you say there, man, it's 3 goals already at this World Cup for Balogun. He's been very, very good. He's a top player. And it was a great finish for his goal earlier today. And it's devastating here. The other guys, the other strikers that USA have, they've got Ricardo Pepi, who could feature. They've also got Wright as well. How do you write the striker? So a couple other forward options there as well for USA. At this moment, Christian Pulisic is playing as the lone forward. So you just wonder, I don't think USA have made any substitutions yet. We are now ticked past the 70-minute mark. One goal lead to USA. But it's a red card to Balogun. He's off. USA down to just 10 players. This is going to be a very dramatic and tense final 20 plus minutes in the San Francisco Bay Area. Bosnia and Herzegovina showing a whole lot of adventure now, showing a whole lot of forward pressing and forward runs. Will they tweak their formation to maybe get some more players forward? They started this game with a 5-3-2 formation and all the focus was on defence for them. But now it has been handed to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Here they have a golden opportunity with the extra player on the field. What a chance they have here. We have seen some upsets in the round of 32. Germany eliminated on penalties by Paraguay. I think we can all consider that an upset result. Germany were big favourites in that game. Paraguay eliminating them. Of course, the 2 other co-hosts, Mexico, Canada, already through. They won their games. USA, they still have the lead here. They're still in a good position. But it's a matter of whether they hold on for the rest of this contest. Long ball for Bosnia and Herzegovina down the right-hand side. Here's a chance. Nice work. Still on for them. That's good defending by Robinson, but it's a corner on the way. The pressure is mounting on USA. Troy says, my mum and dad went to San Fran in the 80s. They said it was nice, and it's like a bigger Sydney. Yeah, I've actually been to San Francisco. I went about 10 or so years ago. Yeah, one of my favorite trips. Really enjoyed San Francisco. Yeah, I have been there many years ago now. So it is a beautiful city, and I know what they mean. Yeah, a bigger Sydney. It does have a little bit of those vibes. It's got an iconic bridge, the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a beautiful city. Of course, though, as people have mentioned, this game is being played pretty far away from San Francisco. I believe it's in actually San Jose, a bit further south. Ball over the top. Goalkeeper claims, freeze claims here for USA. So far, USA still with a 1-goal lead. That's right. Star mentions in the live chat. Well, we saw earlier today with Belgium that anything can happen in the World Cup. That's right. Anything can happen. Here we go. USA with a spell of possession here. If they could find a second goal here, at this stage, it could be enough. It could be enough just to get them through. Ends up in a goal kick. Again, the USA haven't had an effort at goal all second half so far. No efforts at goal in the second half. Bosnia and Herzegovina making a double change as we speak. Fresh legs entering the field of play as they look to make a charge late on here. They have to just go for it here. They need a goal. Troy also says Paraguay beating Germany was proof of that. Indeed, anything can happen, folks. So we are watching this game closely, intently. Kolasinac and Katic off. Tabakovic and Memic on for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Fresh legs to provide some extra energy. 15 minutes remain in regular time. We'll surely have a decent chunk of added time. There's already been a number of stoppages in this game so far. Obviously a fairly lengthy stoppage for that VAR check for the red card. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Good to see you here. Thanks for clicking on the live stream. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider sending in a super chat or checking out the channel memberships that we recently launched. And we will be live in a couple of days' time for Australia-Egypt, the live watch-along for that crucial round of 32 matchup. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. Bosnia and Herzegovina, numbers in forward positions, building down the right-hand side. The ball comes in, headed away by Robinson, but it's still on. A blocked shot. USA, obviously they've got the majority of the crowd behind them. I'm sure there are a number of Bosnia and Herzegovina fans in this stadium, but of course, a huge percentage of fans in this ground are USA supporters. And can they rally their team on here? Can they rally them on to hold on to this victory? Tim Ream gets it forward, and there might be a chance for USA to break on the counter-attack. Free kick. Pulisic wins it near the halfway line, and in fact, it's going to be a... no, not. I thought the referee was pulling out a yellow card. He's just pulled out something out of his pocket. I think it was a piece of tape or something. So that is a free kick on the halfway line for USA. Pulisic's just gone down here, and slight concern because, as we know, Pulisic there was a bit of an injury cloud surrounding him. He didn't start against Australia. So for Christian Pulisic, I mean, he went down wincing there after that challenge. USA are going to be hoping that there's no injury concern here for their star player. Tan Lee says, I hope your channel grows during the World Cup. Appreciate that, man. We have seen there's been a bunch of new subscribers jumping on board, which is great to see. A few weeks ago, we surpassed 5,000 subscribers. So I really appreciate you guys subscribing and checking out the channel. And yeah, that's been cool. Over the last few weeks, there's been a bunch of new subscribers getting on board. So whether you've been watching the channel for a few years now, or whether you've just been watching for a few weeks, I appreciate all you guys joining us. Forward pass. That's a good pass too. McKennie's flicked it in. Here's a great chance for USA. Oh, surely it's in. The flag is up. The flag is up. Pulisic is celebrating, but the flag is up. It looked offside. Oh my goodness! What a huge moment here. Bernard, thanks for joining us. Bernard's a newbie here. Good to see you here, Bernard. Thanks for checking out the video and the channel. So let's look at this replay. So the initial pass to McKennie was good. The cross back inside and definitely offside. As we can see, Pulisic clearly in an offside position. A star says, I feel bad if that's offside. Good to see as well. We should say Pulisic is seemingly okay after going down with a bit of pain a bit earlier after that challenge, that foul. But Pulisic is back in action and thought he had goal number 2, but certainly offside there. Wow, look at this. Oh, a bit of drama. Oh, my goodness. This is quite something. The Bosnia and Herzegovina manager is absolutely blowing up on the sidelines. He's holding the ball and he's almost stepping onto the pitch. He's not happy with some of the refereeing decisions. And the yellow card is out. This is quite dramatic. This is... You don't see... Wow. The Bosnia and Herzegovina manager, he picked up the ball and look at this. He's basically stepping onto the field in frustration. Well, it's a bit unnecessary. Can't enter the field of play like that. So yellow card to Bosnia and Herzegovina. Sergej Barbarez picks up a yellow card. Wow. So we are in the final 10 minutes of regular time. The second half has flown by, to be honest. Bosnia and Herzegovina frustrated again as a free kick didn't go their way. Foul called against them. They're frustrated. It's a yellow card as well. So it's a free kick coming up for USA, and it's in a golden position as well, isn't it? It really is. If USA could score here at this stage, with not long to go in the game, it could be enough to get them through. It would probably seal it from here, I reckon. So there are a few players standing over this set piece opportunity here. Tillman is there, Robinson as well. But this is surely shaping up really nicely for a right-footed player. So Tillman will most likely be the player to strike this ball here. But what a chance here for USA. Free kick. If they score here, they could take a 2-goal lead and send themselves through to the round of 16. This is big. This is really big. The run-up is quite interesting. It's quite a straight run-up, so maybe this is going to be a powerful strike here from Tillman rather than placement. A lot of players on the wall. Tillman. Oh, it's in. It's a beautiful goal. It's a beautiful goal. USA may well have just booked their place in the round of 16. 2-0. Tillman with a delightful free kick. He just finessed it over the wall. The placement was perfect. And wow, indeed, Star. It is a stunning goal from Tillman, who's just, again, just caressed it over the wall into the back of the net. The focus, the composure. Sometimes from that sort of distance, we see free kicks sail wide, but that was just brilliant. And it was perfectly placed past the outstretched reach of Bosnia and Herzegovina's goalkeeper. Just got a hand to it, just got a finger to it, I reckon. But look at that free kick. That is just delightful. There wasn't that much power on it, but it was the perfect just elevation to get over the wall. And how about that dip? It came down. And again, a fingertip on the glove to it, but not enough to keep it out. Tillman has just given USA a 2-goal lead. And with that red card, they're down a player, but 2-goal advantage. That, well, may be enough with not long to go now. Beautiful indeed, Star. Beautiful indeed. Tarnley says GG for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And Troy says, to be fair, Bosnia haven't really been in this game. They haven't been able to create those quality chances, have they? They haven't been able to match them. And that's a 2-goal lead. That is huge. And again, folks, we should highlight, I think that was USA's first shot of the second half, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they've had another shot in the second half. They had just 5 in the first half. We'll check the stats at the end of the game. So USA lead 2-0 now. So, for Bosnia and Herzegovina, this is it. The journey might end here for them. Unless they find a dramatic comeback here. They have to just send everything forward. They have an extra player on the field. Of course, that red card to Balogun earlier on in the second half. USA defensively impressive once again today. The winner of this game goes through to play Belgium in the round of 16. Belgium winning against Senegal earlier today. So how do USA approach the rest of this game? Do they just look to sit back and defend this lead now with the 10 players that they have on the field? Whew. Tan Lee, thanks for that. Tan Lee says USA second half, 2 shots, 1 on target. There you go. There you go. It is very similar to their game against Australia. USA didn't really create any chances in the second half against Australia. They did have their 2 goals in the end to defeat Australia. And in this game here, well, they've got 2 goals, one either side of the halftime break. Balogun scoring in the first half. Tillman grabs the second from the free kick. Lovely goals. And the USA, this USA team who I've got so much expectation surrounding them this tournament. Co-hosts of this World Cup. Here come Bosnia and Herzegovina down the right. They need to score, and they need to score soon to give themselves a glimmer of hope. They really have to go for it now. They just have to go for it. 86th minute. They are running out of time. I tell you what, folks, we should have a really solid chunk of added time. I reckon we'll see maybe 7-8 minutes added on because there's been a lot of stoppages in this game. Injuries, of course, that VAR check for the red card. There's been numerous stoppages. That's a risky little chest back, if you like. Using the chest there, Freeman, to just direct that ball backwards. Oh, what's going on here? The slightest little touch on the goalkeeper and Freeze has gone down here hurt. The player's going to be stopped. There was a Bosnia-Herzegovina, I think, player that just... I mean, that's ridiculous that Freeze has stayed down there. I mean, just the slightest little touch in the back. Look at those replays, the slightest little touch in the back. It's not even a push, it's just a little touch on the back and Freeze has stayed down here. So hopefully Freeze is all right after that little touch on the back. That's right, Tarnley. All 3 host nations advancing to the round of 16. USA are almost there. Canada, Mexico already through. Yeah, a bit of an interesting one there, Zizou. Good to see that Freeze is back to his feet there. And he looks okay after that touch to the back. So changes here for the USA late on. Berhalter's on. And Pepe coming on to replace Pulisic as well. Pulisic was good in this game. And Ricardo Pepe, well, Pepe, he may well be starting in the round of 16. Of course, Balogun suspended for the next game against Belgium. Pepe, another striker option for USA. So he may be the guy starting for USA next week. We shall see. Minutes ticking by. Again, folks, I think we'll have at least 8 minutes added on. I think we should be seeing a substantial amount of time added on here. We've had a lot of stoppages in this game. I think we'll see 8 minutes at least. What do you guys reckon? How much added time do you reckon we'll see? Because you think of all the stoppages that we've had. We've had numerous injury stoppages. We've had the VAR check for the red card. For that free kick, the goal there at the end, that free kick took like a couple of minutes just to be taken. So I think we should be seeing at least 8 minutes. Wow, Elijah, thanks for that little transfer update in the live chat. Paolo Retro has just signed with South Melbourne. Is that right? Well, there you go. That's a good signing for South Melbourne. Okay. Bosnia-Herzegovina. Sending it forward. It's just come unstuck for them too often. I mean, credit to USA's solid defense. But Bosnia and Herzegovina just lacking a little bit of quality in the final third today, unfortunately. They've got it down the right-hand side now. Let's see what they can create here. Of course, they defeated Italy to get through to the World Cup in those playoff matches. Over on the left side now. USA desperately defending as the ball comes in. Oh, the keeper misses it. It's back inside. Richards is there and it's cleared. Oh, that was nervy. That was really nervy. Free kick goes the way of Bosnia-Herzegovina. They can send it long here. But that was a really, really close opportunity for Bosnia-Herzegovina. They have to score. They really have to score within the next minute or so to give themselves a chance. How much at a time will we see? Fire in the live chat says Bosnia golden chance after the red, but man, have they have done legit nothing. Says Fire in the chat. They just haven't had the chances, have they? Credit to USA and their strong defense. Free kick floated in, edge of the box still. They need the shot. Another cross headed away by Robinson. Folks, we've had 10 minutes added on. I thought we'd see at least 8. We've got 10. That sounds about right. It sounds about right. There's been a lot of stoppages in the second half. So that is enough time to score 2 goals. But Bosnia are running out of time. The seconds are ticking by, and they have to score. They have to score. They need 2 goals. They need 2 goals. They've got an extra player on the field, man. Come on. Left-hand side. Bosnia and Herzegovina looking for a route forward. Cross floated in, headed away. Didn't get that far. Yeah, Tarnley, I mean, that's a good point. Tarnley says Bosnia and Herzegovina is flat after Dzeko came off. Yeah, I mean, that's proving to be a really big loss for Bosnia and Herzegovina, losing him, because he's their target man. He's their leader up top. It's a huge blow that he had to go off injured early in the second half. On the right-hand side now, USA have everyone behind the ball. The cross floated in, away by Richards. I mean, they're just not finding a way through. They're not finding a way through. They continue to build here. But look at the USA players just getting behind the ball. That's a shot. Oh, dude, it wasn't a bad effort. It was curling. Appeals for a corner. It's a goal kick in the end. Curling effort from Begovic. Not too far away. Not too far away, but they're going to need a little bit better than that to find the back of the net. That's right, Bernard. An extra 10 minutes. The extra 10 favours Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm suddenly nervous as Bernard. It's going to make a really nervy finish for USA. They just have to defend from here. They've got the 2-goal lead, though, which is enormous. If it was just the 1-goal lead, this would be obviously even more nervy. But the 2-goal advantage, USA, they've got a chance to spring forward here, and they're just going to keep the ball, aren't they? They're just going to keep possession. Down the right-hand side, McKennie. They've been good today, USA. They've been good once again. McKennie's kept it in. Gives away the foul. 10 minutes total added on. So we are going to 100 minutes here in regular time. We've already played 3 of those minutes. Thanks, guys, for joining us today. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Check out the channel memberships if you want to support us here. Our next live watch along, we are planning to do Australia versus Egypt. But hey, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, we might be live actually tomorrow. You guys were keen for a watch along for Portugal, Croatia, so we may schedule that one in for tomorrow. Keep an eye on the channel. Stay subscribed so you don't miss our live streams, so you can see when we're going live next. Seconds ticking by here. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their World Cup dream is on the line. They need to score. USA holding on really well here. McKennie flicks it out to the left. Pepe, USA doing well to hold on to the ball. And they are so close now. Tillman. Does he want a free kick there? Tillman's gone down on the sidelines. I think it's a free kick. Wow. Elijah's keyed for Portugal, Croatia. What time is that? It'll be on the Australian Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, which is pretty good. Late change for USA. Weston McKennie has been sensational once again for USA. He's having a superb tournament. And he's departing the field of play. He's worked so hard as always. He's a real player that just never stops running. He gets everywhere. And Gio Reyna is coming on to replace McKennie here for the final moments. So, free kick taken short for USA as they look to maintain the ball. 5 minutes remain. Bosnia and Herzegovina need 2 goals, so it is well and truly slipping away for them now. That's a ball over the top. Pepe's got it. Can't get a shot away. It does fall for a USA player though, and the shot goes wide from, that was Freeman. Elijah says, I'm really enjoying watching Mexico and USA. Pains me to say it. Well, it's all 3 co-hosts through, aren't they? They've all been doing well. Canada, Mexico, USA are all through to the round of 16. Canada will play... who are they playing? Morocco, aren't they? Mexico are playing England. And USA, almost through now, will be playing Belgium. It's going to take an absolute miracle here for Bosnia and Herzegovina to pull through from this game. He's onside here. He was on his own half. The goalkeeper's come a long way. Well done. Remember, 10 minutes total added on here, so less than 4 to go. It is just about out of time now for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Well done, USA. They had Balogun sent off earlier in the second half, and that was going to make for a really tense final half an hour, and it has been a tense final half an hour. But that goal, that free kick goal, the beautiful free kick goal for Tillman, has just relieved a bit of pressure for USA. It's giving them this 2-goal advantage. And to be fair, Bosnia and Herzegovina just haven't found any quality goal-scoring opportunities here in the second half. A few efforts on target, but nothing really troubling Freeze in the goals for USA in the end. So this does feel like a deserved win in the end for USA. It hasn't been the perfect performance. It hasn't been completely dominant for USA. And they have had to do a lot of defending in this contest. But they have done enough to get through to the knockout stage, to continue their journey in the knockout stage. Round of 16 on the way. They will be without Balogun. He will be suspended for the next game against Belgium. I'll tell you what, against Belgium, who only just got through against Senegal, they did have to come back after trailing 2 goals down. USA are going to really back themselves, I think, against Belgium. Oh, that's a long-range shot that wasn't too far away. Bosnia and Herzegovina, they really needed to see the ball go in there. Just wide. Good effort, actually. Good effort. It just fizzed wide. That was really close from range. Okie dokie, folks. This is almost it now. USA are almost there. 2 minutes to go. Disappointment in the end for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Remember, it took USA 45 minutes to finally find the goal. Bosnia and Herzegovina defended so well for that first half. Another long-range shot has sailed wide. And that sort of sums it up for Bosnia and Herzegovina. There has been some great effort from them in this game. There has been some really hard work, but the quality's just been lacking. It was a great forward run there, but the shot, again, just got to find the target there. And Mamic dragging it wide. A bit of push and shove as well, involving Mamic and Tim Ream. Frustration, obviously, for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their journey is going to end here in the round of 32. It was a real competitive group stage for them. They really had to fight in that group stage against Qatar, against Canada, Switzerland. Finished third in the end, and they're through to the knockout stage. But yeah, man, not enough here against co-hosts USA. Seconds ticking by now. Full-time whistle is set to arrive very, very shortly. They've had, half an hour, over half an hour, of course, with an extra player on the field. But it hasn't been enough for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Their journey has come to an end officially now. The full-time whistle blows and USA are through to the round of 16. It wasn't easy for them. It was a tense, tightly contested match. But at full-time here, it's USA 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0. It is done. Balogun with the goal before being sent off in that second half. And Tillman with a fantastic free kick late on to seal it in the end for USA. They go through to face Belgium. And Bosnia-Herzegovina just not enough in the end. They are out in the round of 32 and all three co-hosts are now through. So USA through, Mexico through, and Canada also going through to the round of 16. Whew, indeed, Bernard, that's right. Star, I think we will have to do that Portugal-Croatia game, yeah. I think we will. GG indeed. GG indeed. So, let's look at the stats after that game, man, because Bosnia and Herzegovina, they did have some chances. They did have some shots in that second half, but no real quality chances on goal. Balogun's goal in the 45th minute, Tillman in the 82nd. The stats looking at FOTMob here, so Bosnia and Herzegovina ended with a little bit more possession, 52% to 48%. USA ended the game with 8 efforts at goal, only 2 of those on target. So how about that? 2 efforts on target for USA and 2 goals. Bosnia and Herzegovina, 10 shots, 3 on target. But again, Fries overall had a fairly comfortable game. Bosnia and Herzegovina just aren't able to really break through with quality opportunities. And again, how about that? The 2 efforts on target ended in goals for the USA. An eventful game indeed, World Cup X. It certainly was. It certainly was. G'day, Scotty. Good to see you here. Scotty says USA will beat Belgium. Belgium looks terrible. Says USA aren't amazing either, though. Dude, yeah, that's a tricky one to call. I feel like my initial reaction, I feel like USA are going to beat Belgium. Yeah, I feel like USA are going to get through over Belgium as well. I think Belgium have looked a little bit shaky at this tournament. They had a really good win against New Zealand, but aside from that, look, they had draws with Egypt and Iran earlier today. They were almost eliminated at the end of regular time. They were down 2-0 against Senegal. Dramatic comeback to win 3-2 for Belgium there. But yeah, they have shown that there is a little bit of shakiness there in their results so far. Look, Belgium is still alive. They're to the round of 16. But coming up against USA here, I feel like I'm going to back USA in that game. We'll do a round of 16 predictions video later in the week, of course, once we roll around to that. But for an early prediction right now, I mean, what do you guys think? I feel like USA, I'd probably back them to get through over Belgium. So a dramatic day of football in the World Cup round of 32. We got England defeating DR Congo 2-1. Harry Kane, the star in that game for England, with 2 goals in the second half comeback. Belgium defeating Senegal 3-2. And here, this game here today ending 2-0 to USA over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Round of 32 so far. Canada are through with that 1-goal victory over South Africa. Brazil defeated Japan 2-1. Paraguay eliminated Germany on penalties, and Morocco, they defeated Netherlands on penalty shootout. Norway defeated Cote d'Ivoire 2-1. France are through after a good 3-0 victory over Sweden, and Mexico, another one of the co-hosts, through after defeating Ecuador yesterday 2-0. We were live for that one as well yesterday. So tomorrow, big games on the way. Spain versus Austria. Portugal versus Croatia, and Switzerland play Algeria. Following that as well, we are all looking forward to Australia versus Egypt. We will be live for that game. Argentina, Cabo Verde, and Colombia play Ghana. So huge games on the way. 6 games still remaining in the round of 32. Wow. Some genuinely great matchups to look forward to for the rest of this round of 32, that is for sure. Scotty also says that USA will win the midfield battle against Belgium. Star says USA will beat Belgium, but it could go to pens. It will be a close game. I think it would be a close game regardless. We've already got some round of 16 matchups already figured out. So let's talk about some of those. So Paraguay's playing France, Canada's playing Morocco. What else have we got? USA playing Belgium, of course. Brazil versus Norway coming up next week, and Mexico, England as well. Still a couple matches still to be sorted out as well. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 round of 16 matchups sorted out. Wow, some big teams being eliminated in this round of 32, and the round of 16, it just gets even more intense from there. So really looking forward to the rest of this tournament because the games just get more and more intense, man. You've got some crazy matchups on the way. Looking forward to it. So if you want to keep up to date to our live streams here, we'll definitely have some watch longs for the round 16 and onwards. The best way you can stay up to date is to be subscribed. So you can check when our live streams get scheduled and you can see them popping up. And consider checking out the memberships as well if you want to support the channel. We've got a couple extended vlogs that we've got for level 2 members. Also, level 2 members get access to members-only live streams and videos. We've got a bunch on the way as well. So, guys, thanks very much for joining us today. This has been an intense game in the end. It was a 2-0 win for the USA, but it did get really interesting. A red card in that second half. Dramatic scenes late on. Bosnia and Herzegovina, unfortunately for them, their World Cup journey comes to an end in the round of 32. But USA, they are alive. They go through. Cheers, Bernard. Thanks for joining us today, man. Really appreciate you joining the conversation in the live chat. Shout out to Troy as well, who joined the memberships earlier today as well in this live stream. Scotty joining us, Star Reads and Writes as well. Elijah, great to chat with you as well today. Fire in the live chat. Zizu, Tan Lee, another member of the channel joining us here today. Great to see everyone joining us, whether this is your first time tuning in or whether this is, you've been tuning in for the last few years now here on the channel. I really appreciate you guys joining us as always. See you guys in the next live stream. Enjoy the rest of your days and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.